Hello and welcome to a fan-made episode of Drawfee, where their dumb drawings have inspired this even dumber idea. I'm Tim, I'm the idiot whose idea this was, and since I did it, you all have to watch with me now. So you know what I like to do when I'm watching Drawfee? I like having a cheeky snack, a little something something, just to keep your face occupied while you're watching the episode. Who doesn't like snacks, right? Everyone does. Everyone does. So I thought, wouldn't it be great if Drawfee made their own line of candy and snacks that you could have while watching episodes of Drawfee? Wouldn't that be great? I thought that'd be great. I thought that'd be great enough to draw at least, and that's the theme of this episode. What if each Drawfee host created their own brand or type of snack or candy? And it's a speed draw, despite my abilities. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's start off here with the one I did for Nathan. So yeah, Nathan's was the one that really kind of started the whole thing because I thought of a pun. I thought of Nathan Yaffe's Laffy Taffy, and that name was so good that I was like, no, this is a whole concept. This is a whole thing that I have to do. So that really kind of got it started, and I wanted to go with that kind of fun, simple style for this that they use a lot, and I wanted to reference some of the older episodes. So like there's the "What's in his mouth" thing up in that corner. Along with the simplistic style, I thought it'd be really funny if that near hand, like with the force perspective, like it's a '90s extreme advert. Um, I thought it'd be funny if that hand was completely like way more realistic. So I gave it like the nails and the knuckles and the creases and everything. And yeah, I did forget a finger. So I'm sorry, Nathan. I chopped one of your fingers off, but I think it all works in the end. You can see I'm kind of going for this like really dynamic, this like ridiculous force perspective that you'd see in like adverts and stuff when I was a kid. The kind of stuff that you'd see in a ridiculous kids candy commercial. What's in his mouth is it's draw free reference obviously, but it's also just like that's a ridiculous thing to put in a candy advert, and they would just do shit like that. They would just put random shit as their main phrase. And yeah, I thought that would work with this. I thought lemon, a sweet lemon flavor would work really well with Nathan because he's just a ray of sunshine. Like he's just like I think of all of the Drawfee cast members, he's probably the most like unambiguously like good. Everyone else has got like a tint of darkness about them. Even Karina with the sexy Neopets thing. Um, but I think Jacob is just a ray of sunshine, so I wanted to give him a very sunny candy, and therefore we have Nathan Yaffe's Laffy Taffy. That really was the concept. I just wanted it to be cute. I wanted it to be simple. I wanted the hand to be kind of funny in how like realistic and mismatching it was with the rest of it. And that was the thing that really got the whole ball started on making this whole video. Yeah, let's take a look at the next one now. So this next one is Julius. Um, I knew I knew right from the off that I wanted to do something with the room full of vampires concept. That's like the main kind of in joke that I associate with Julia is the whole room full of vampires thing. It's come up a few times in episodes of Drawfee, and I really wanted to lean into that and do something with it. So I thought gummy vampires in a box shaped like a room. Obviously, if you're going with like vampire themed gummies, red's kind of your color, and cherry was the was the natural kind of the natural kind of stopping place of that. And I thought it'd be cute and funny if this candy came in, like, you actually bought the room full of vampires, and that's the candy. Um, I thought maybe it'd be good for them to maybe have some like sour cherry juice inside, like they bleed when you like bite them open. I'm not sure whether how workable that would be in real life, but it makes for a cool concept here. Um, yeah, and I really like how these the blood droops here pan out. Their blood dripping is always kind of fun. You don't get a lot of chances to do it when you work in TV kids animation. So it was nice to practice that here. Um, yeah, it just really, like, this was another one that came really easily. That once I had the idea, it was obvious that this was like probably the best idea I was going to come up with for Julius one. Um, just shaping them out, like how am I going to imply the shape of a vampire in the gummy candy? And obviously, you got the bat wings, but like bats, like Halloween candy has already done bats. So I thought, adding the vampire collar, and adding like visible fangs would really help sell. Like, no, these aren't just bats; these are vampires specifically, that we're having candy of here. Um, yeah, and then it was just kind of building out the box. I guess I stepped away from the computer there for a moment, but I'm back to finish the vampires inside. As you see, there's lots in there. No fucking fake air space rooms. You open the box and there's only like three inside, like it's Doritos or something. No, you get a full room of vampires. Like, the room is full to the brim, to the top. Like you're filling a jug with gravy. I don't know why you would fill a jug with gravy, but um, either way, that's how many vampires are in that box. I thought a cute little touch would be putting Vamp's welcome on the front door of the room, because of the whole vampires need to be invited in thing. I thought that'd be like just a cute little reference thing. Um, yeah, and I'm trying to make sure that like everything works both on its own and with the kind of dark colored background I'd given for this one. It was also fun, getting the brickwork to look, what's the phrase? Not shit. And kind of imply that around the front of the house, so that I don't have to do all the fucking lines there as well. Um, yeah, like I don't know what else that there is really to say about this one. I had a lot of fun drawing this. It was just it was an idea that really kind of made me laugh, and it was like this is like a perfect Drawfee candy. Like, this is kind of, if Drawfee brought out a candy, this is probably one of the ones they would bring out. Um, they'd probably stick something like vampires. They're just like us. Who needs them on the box? But um, yeah, that's the room full of vampires. Julia Lepetite presents. Yeah, I think that'd make a good Halloween candy. So yeah, if you guys want to make that happen and put that on the DFTBA store, I'm sure people would buy it. People bought a plush toy that was called Piss Boy. Um, so yeah, go for it. I say, I like, of all of the concepts I came up with, this is probably the one that does not infringe on anyone else's copyright, and is also like the most viable when it comes to an online store. So yeah, just an idea for Halloween. Just sprinkle that out there. Just let that kind of go into the world. Yeah. Um, so let's move on. Let's take a look at the next one, which is Jacobs. So Jacobs is really the one where the concept died, because the original concept was just to have them be like lines of candy, have them be lines of sweets. But the perfect idea for Jacobs came to me, and it was a burger. Which that's kind of a snack. You can have a burger as a snack. Yeah, because I really like the Jacob persona. Like it came out so good, and I wanted to try and kind of like replicate that, have it kind of be bold, have it be kind of blocky, really kind of like recreate that, the vibe, if not the exact style. And I really think this came together quite well. Like they said on the recent refinishing episode, like if you try and draw the Jacob persona, it takes over your body and comes out quick and easy. And I get that. I see where that comes from, because like it's such a cool design. It's such a cool aesthetic. And I tried to match that with how bold and blocky the text is on the outside. There's the name of the burger joint, which is called Jacobs. Um, and yeah, I wanted the text on the side to include. I'm pretty sure during the Persona episode he says like I ate you sucker or something like that. And I thought that was funny. It would make a good tagline for a three meat burger. You see here, I consider advertising what the meats are, but it's too much. It's better to just kind of like keep it simple, keep it bold, keep it blocky. Is really what I was going for. I do find that like I made the hair a bit too short. Like in the original episode, like the hair on the yin goes like all the way down the neck. So I'm kind of missing that a little bit, but I think the end result still comes together. I think this fits the vibe of the original piece really well. That like if he wasn't eating a dude, he'd definitely eat a burger that's made of three different meats. Um, yeah, so we got fried chicken in there, bacon, and a beef burger, and you can see like a slice of cheese in there as well. Because like, what's the point of a burger if you don't put cheese on it? That's my philosophy. One of, I guess. Um, yeah, and it was just kind of, this was a really fun piece. It was like when they say it just like once out when you're drawing it, like I yeah, fully no, like this is just like I recommend everyone try and draws Jacob persona, um because you'll see that you can draw. You'll learn like immediately how to draw, because it will just take over you. And that's the piece. That's the three meat yin burger from Jacob's Burger Joint. Not I said the Roomful of Vampires is probably the best one online. I'm not sure how you would go about ordering a three meat burger online, considering I'm pretty sure most people don't live near where Drawfee lives. So I'm not expecting Drawfee, Jacob's Burger Joint, whatever, to open up in Nova Scotia anytime soon. But yeah, that was the piece, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with that one, and that means that only one remains. So Karina's one really, really stumped me, because I could not think of a damn thing for Karina in terms of like what kind of snack they would do, what kind of thing they really fits their vibe. I had to go back and rewatch several episodes of Drawfee to kind of get inspiration to work out like what do I want to do with this one. And then I saw in both the Persona episode and in the Aesthetic Generator episode, Karina uses the phrase "big meaty paws." And something about that clicked in my head. And I thought, well, that's something. What if I made a snack that was a big meaty paw? And in my head, like that kind of concept, that kind of shape, um, kind of led me to there's a snack, a crisp in the UK called Monster Munch, which is kind of a puffy potato chip thing that's in the shape of different monster heads. I thought that kind of like puffy shaped potato chip um, in the shape of big meaty paws would be a good vibe to go for. That would work. The fact that it's come up twice, the fact that like in terms of associating which Drawfee cast member with paws, which one is it going to be? Well, it's going to be the one with all the Neopets OCs, who's like super into Digimon. Like, there's a lot there that has paws. So I really kind of lent into that. You'll have seen earlier that there was kind of a moment where it looked like a freeze. That was me trying to work out what type of Neopets Karina has. Karina, if you watch this, please make a wiki for your Neopet OCs. It'll make it much easier to make fan art and keep track of who's who and what their deal is. Um, Other than that, it was fun trying to work out like the flavors. Like I started off with beef, bacon, and chicken, but I couldn't find a good thing for chicken. Looking back, I probably could have gone with like a Karibo chicken kind of flavor. Get some Yu-Gi-Oh in there. But I think mixing up the flavors. Beef, bacon, and chicken was also the meat on the 3 yen burger. I think swapping one out for tuna gives variety to the pack. Um, and also gives you a flavor that you might not normally pick and go for. So yeah, we got Cougar beef, Agumon bacon, flotsam tuna. Um, I like as well during the Persona episode where Karina just outright says nobody be weird about the fact that I've drawn these like the feet, the paws, and I was like that's funny. That's going to be the tagline. Don't be weird about them. um, yeah, I thought blending that as well, like if Karina's like logo of her snack company took after the New Yorker cartoon episode. If anyone asks, I did that. I thought that would be really funny. That if she had this whole range of snacks in the corner of every advert, would be this chibi little version of her going, "I did that." That was just a really funny idea. That I think works really well. I hope this whole piece, kind of captures Karina's vibes, where it's like, it's kind of cute, and then you've got like this threatening aura in the bottom corner. Because the way I see the Drawfee cast, like there's like a grid of like chill and murder, and like looks chill, would murder. So like Karina looks chill but would commit murder. Jacob looks like they'd commit murder, but they're actually chill. Julia looks like they'd commit murder, and they probably do. Whereas Nathan looks chill and is. That's the vibe. That's the whole. They've got the whole range between the four of them. It's why it works so well. That's why Drawfee's so good. That's why it inspired all of this nonsense. You can see here that I've moved from Paint Tool Sai into Clip Studio Paint, because Clip Studio does have better brushes, and there's some effects like blurring and stuff that just don't fully work in Paint Tool Sai. The Paint Tool Sai is kind of like my home program. It's the one that I do most of my drawing in, um, largely out of force of habit at this point. Um, but Clip Studio is really good. I can see why they switched from Photoshop to this, because even just the basic brushes that come with it are really good. Like, look at that texture that's around them, the images now. Like, you can't really get that in Paint Tool Sai. But I do flip back and forth because there's some stuff that I just know how to do in Sai that I still don't know how to do in Clip Studio. So that's why you kind of see me like take this back and forth a couple times um, between the programs. But yeah, that's the end result. And yeah, I think the lot of these came together really well. I hope you all enjoy them. At the very least, find them funny. Maybe it's not all the best representation of what I can do in terms of drawing, but I just wanted to make some memey shit posts, and I made enough of them that it kind of became worth doing this whole video thing. Um, yeah, Drawfee's really good. If this is your first exposure to anything Drawfee related, I recommend them. Drawfee show on YouTube. Um, they have a Patreon and stuff. Trust me, if you watch enough episodes, you'll get used to the spiel at the end. Um, but the thing is, I'm not Drawfee, which means I'm not sorry for any of this. You're welcome.